Griffin, watch out, buddy. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have what is going to be probably the longest video that I filmed because we are actually going to be decluttering this kitchen. This kitchen is actually pretty small. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have like the corner of death over here where there's literally just all of this wall space and nothing to put there. Finally figured out what to put there. It's actually going to be this shelf that we have thrifted, and it was in my son's room, but it should fit down here. So we're going to put that in the corner and decorate it. And then we're going to go into every single cabinet in here and move things around. I'm hoping that I can get some stuff out of these cabinets and get them on this shelf so that it just makes it easier and makes my cabinets less cluttered. It is currently 1 p.m. I'm hoping to have this done by the time my son gets home from school. He gets home from school around 2:25, actually 2:24. I think it's more likely going to be like 3 o'clock. Stay tuned for a crazy kitchen declutter and transformation. Let's get going. Now that we've cracked open a Celsius, it's time for me to give you guys a tour of what the kitchen is looking like right now. This cabinet right here is just going to be where we keep our cups and kids' plates and things. So that one needs to be decluttered, just getting rid of extra glassware. The one over our sink is where I keep all of my baking supplies. So I really want to get that moved down somewhere lower that I can access it more easily. This cabinet is where we keep a lot of our plates, bowls, and other things we basically use to eat every day, as well as like cookie cutters and stuff like that. So that really needs to be pared down and decluttered. The medicine cabinet is crazy. It is so full of coffee cups and all kinds of things. We even have an overflow basket over here that has medicine in it. So I want to get this taken out and decluttered, as well as move my tea somewhere nicer. These little cabinets right here and drawer are just so weird. The drawer doesn't even open. The cabinet is so small, but I have shoved my baking pans in here. So I think they'll probably live here, but I just want to declutter it and make it look nicer so that I can actually access it without having to pull everything out every time. This little cubby hole cabinet is where my toddler actually likes to hang out because it's literally useless. As you can see, I keep backup flour and sugar in there, but I do want to move that to somewhere else. And then under the sink is just under the sink stuff, just basic cleaning supplies. And we have trash bags and things that really just needs to be organized and put back so it looks prettier. Then our spice cabinet, we do have a little bit of organization going on here, but I just want to get the spices over my stove moved in there. And then over at the stove, we have our snacks and pasta and chips. And I want to get that sorted out and decluttered and just make it look prettier. And then this cabinet we're looking in right now is the one that has a lot of baking stuff and snacks. It's a very random cabinet. So I really want to pare this one down so that it actually functions as a cabinet that makes sense. It's also extremely sticky in here because I have a bunch of honey that my father-in-law brought us that has spilled. So we need to clean that up. And then moving on to this little utility drawer, we just keep, all of our plastic wrap, aluminum foil, things of that nature in here. It functions pretty well right now. I could maybe replace it with an organizer, but I'm going to probably leave it how it is. This cabinet right here is pretty wild. It does have a little rolling organizer in here, but as you can see, I'm definitely not using it for its greatest potential whatsoever. So I want to get in there and organize that as well, get the Tupperware nice and neat. And then our utensil drawer is overflowing. We have way too many utensils and then all kinds of little random crap in here that I just want to go through and get it put somewhere else or get it thrown away because it just looks terrible. And then under here, this cabinet's actually not that bad, but it's just the pots and pans. And I just want to make it so that it's organized and neater and isn't so hard to get into. And then maybe I can get something to put on the side door there that I can put the lids on. Okay, so this is the whole entire kitchen. We are going to get the dishes done, get the kitchen just generally tidied up first before we start pulling everything out and creating a bunch of chaos.
The summer rains have gone, August comes along, and its gold fills the air. Heavy afternoons, September and its moon home seems so far away, and I can't help but say, dear autumn, come soon. I'm waiting for you. Now the days are so long till you come along. When winter is nigh and the tilt of its light, summer bids its farewell, and I'm under your spell, dear autumn. A chill is in the breeze, where I long to be, in a mountain range, somewhere far away. And though it feels like home here in Idaho, when I'm lying in the dark, I'm missing the park. Dear autumn, come soon. I'm waiting for you. Now the days are so long till you come along. When winter is nigh and the tilt of its light, summer bids its farewell, and I'm under your spell, dear autumn.
All right, we finally have the kitchen all nice and tidied, so we're going to go to just wiping down the shelf and making it look cleaner. It does have a lot of like gunk and stuff caked on here from when it was in my son's room, so I do want to get this wiped off real quick and then get it set up in the corner so we can start moving things to it and decluttering the cabinets.
And the tilt of its light, summer bids its farewell, and I'm under your spell, dear autumn.
So now that I finished wiping down that cabinet, I wanted to get this floor swept up. A little piece of fun news is that we actually got 2 new ducklings to add to our growing little family. So we actually have a duck. If you don't watch our channel, you don't know, but we have a duck named Sunshine. And she just hangs out in our yard, and she's just a sweet little pet that my oldest son really wanted. And we raised her from a duckling, and they wanted to get 2 more this spring, and I was pretty resistant to it, but we went ahead and got them anyway. But all of that said, we have them in our garage rooting right now in their little container, and whenever the boys bring them in, they drag all that stuff, that little, I don't know what it's called, those shavings that they have in their bed, they just drag them all over the place in the house. So I am constantly vacuuming and sweeping the kitchen now, but it's worth it to see their faces and how happy they are to have a couple new family members in the house. So I'm going to get this over to the corner here. This barely fits here because we have trim on the door and on the floor there. It is just very snug. So I actually asked Derek to remove the trim on the floor so that I could move it over 6 more inches, and then that works a lot better now. So we can actually use the deadbolt lock on our garage and like get in and out easier. but I was willing to sacrifice a little bit of discomfort just so we could use this space because, man, it is so nice to have the microwave here and to have my cabinets a little more empty and just have things that I use every day a little bit more accessible. So now that I have the microwave put here, I'm just going to get this all nice and set up. And then I'm going to move on over to organizing the cabinet that is above our sink and above our dishwasher.
Just a boy who was raised by the sea, finding out what this life could be. Well, I took my turn and I felt the burn. Now I'm banged up and on my knees. Where you going when times get rough? Granddad asked me when I was young. Now I'm riding through the red mud, through the fields that he oh so loved. Well, I've been and broken, lost and damned, and the one hanging on by a string. Every road I go down just circles round to the heart of my own hometown. Just another spoke in the wheel, blade of grass, grain of sand in the field. But I smile at the sky for the morning sunrise, 'cause it's proof that we all can heal. Hold on tight when the storm clouds come. There's always light when you can't see none. Keep the air inside of your lungs. Never know when you'll get a run. Well, I've been and broken, lost and damned, and one hanging on by a string. Every road I go down just circles round to the heart of my own hometown. Every road I go down just circles round to the heart of my own hometown. 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 To the heart of my own hometown.
Now that we have those two cabinets done and organized, we're gonna move to the cabinet that's underneath my sink. I just, like I said, just wanted to get this organized and just get anything that is under here that shouldn't be under here moved around. I do already have a little bit of a system here with the two baskets that are down here, but they desperately needed cleaning, and then there was some trash down here that like old boxes for sponges and soap and things like that. So I went ahead and got all of that out and decluttered and then put it all back, and it looked so much better when I was done. This cabinet, we're just going to start by taking everything out of here and just going through the things that I need and I don't need. I realize that I have a lot of measuring cups and spoons, and there's no reason for me to have like 4 different tablespoons or 4 different teaspoons. So I did go ahead and declutter a few of those, a couple of the bowls that I have in here that I really don't need. I don't need 15 different types of bowls, a bunch of stainless steel ones and a bunch of plastic ones. It was just getting crazy. So I did get rid of quite a few things from this cabinet, and it made it a lot easier for me to put things away now. We've lived with it now for just over a day, and it has made a huge difference for me. I don't know if my husband or my boys have really noticed because, to be honest, they don't use the kitchen as much as me. But I know for me, when I walk in my kitchen, I can just take a deep breath now, and I just feel so much better because having a kitchen that was so cluttered was just like constantly in the back of my mind. And if you are like me, you have all those little projects around your house that you walk by it every day and go, one day I'm going to get to that project. So I'm going to challenge you today to start that project today. Don't wait, start that project, get it done. It won't take as long as you think, and you'll feel so much better once you've actually tackled it.
I saw you today when I wasn't looking. There was a sway in the trees above that told me you were near. And I heard your voice when I wasn't listening. There was a sweet noise I'd never heard before, singing in the breeze. Tasted sweetness when I was thirsty. The warm summer rain on my window pane is light falling from the sky. And I felt your hand when I couldn't feel a thing.
The next cabinet I needed to get to was the medicine cabinet. There were so many expired medicine bottles in here, y'all. It's so embarrassing. I think one of these bottles said like 2020 or something on it, and it's crazy. That means that we brought it here with us from San Diego, which is even more embarrassing. But it was mostly like bandages and stuff that I didn't realize like really expired. So that was a little bit wild. We did have some medicine probably from like 2 years ago. So I really needed to get in here and just get that thrown away and only have the medicine that actually is good. and within date. So I did do that. Some things surprised me though, like the cough drops don't expire for another year. And I'm pretty sure we've had those for a long time also. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, y'all make sure you go in your cabinets and you get rid of all the expired medicine and all of the expired like multivitamins and all that stuff, because yeah, that stuff does expire, and it expires a lot sooner than you think.
Oh, even the darkness cannot hide your face. Oh, hands in the shadows, I'll rest in your grace. Oh, the pain, oh, the needless pain we bear. Oh, this world so full with all its cares, but you make me innocent again. And I thought I found you, but you found me. Oh, I thought I found you, but you found me. Oh, I thought I found you, but you found me. Lord, I thought I found you, but you found me. Joseph's dream coat on the floor. Awkward portraits from the local school next door. Leave the snowbirds where they lie. Let them dream about the kingdoms in their mind. Did you get lost in the woods?
We've moved on now to the utensil drawer, and this was actually another pretty embarrassing area because this was literally disgusting. I always put off just like taking everything out of this drawer and like wiping these things down and running them to the dishwasher. And it's always so weird to me because I'm like, how does food get in this drawer? Like, I know we cook here, but you would think like when the drawer's closed, food doesn't fall in here. I don't know. But it was really dirty and there was so many crumbs and crazy stuff in here. So I'm glad we got this cleaned out. We also had way too many utensils. I saw a TikTok that said that if you're trying to declutter or minimize your life, that you should consider only having 2 things for each person in your household when it comes to kitchen. So 2 utensils per person, and then like 2 bowls, 2 plates per person. And that will just keep you from like overusing dishes and like taking up space that you don't actually have. I feel like that's probably a little bit too minimal for some people, but if you think about it, if you have 4 guests, each of you would have a fork, a knife, and a spoon, and like that would be totally fine. So now if you're running a dinner party or something, I know for us, we just buy plasticware if we have a bunch of people, so we wouldn't even really use dinner utensils for for guests as it is. So that said, y'all tell me in the comments how old is too old to have baby spoons, because I have a 3-year-old, he'll be 4 in August, and I was looking at these little baby spoons and I was like, should I get rid of them? I don't know. He can use a big spoon, but something about getting rid of his baby spoon and baby fork, I was just like, I'm not ready. So we did keep 1 fork and 1 spoon, and he isn't like too big to use it, but I guess by the time he's like 4.5, like definitely before kindergarten, we will get rid of the baby spoons. But it's just like so sentimental, and if you're a millennial, you're probably super sentimental like me, and it's hard to get rid of things. Even like you can see that candle is from my oldest son's 9th birthday and he's 10. So I like to save little things like that. But anyways, let me know in the comments if you guys get rid of sentimental items, or like what's hard for you to get rid of. Do you save candles? Do you save teeth? I know my mom saved teeth. Do you save like little tiny blankets? Let me know down below.
What they mean. Oh, things unknown. make sense of what they mean. All the things I know. All the things I know. All the things I know.
No conditions, no exceptions, just redemption, endless blessings, no frustration, no hesitation, just forgiveness for his children. No conditions, no exceptions, just redemption, endless blessings, no frustration, no hesitation, just forgiveness for his children. And shatter my excuses. Lord, I wanna do this. Time to stop putting limits on your promises. Broken but
So you guys have been amazing because you've made it this far in the video, and honestly, you don't know how much it means to me that you've watched so far in the video. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a red heart emoji in the comments so I know that you made it all the way to this point, and introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, and also you might as well subscribe while you're there and leave me a thumbs up, because all of that helps my channel grow, and all of that helps my channel to find more people like you. So I really appreciate it. All of that said, my name is Ashley, and I have 2 kids, 2 boys actually. One is 10 and one is 3, and they are very energetic, very fun little boys. We let them just get out all of their energy and just run around and just honestly be boys, be wild, be loud, be unapologetic, and just be great kids. And they're just very smart, and my oldest is an amazing soccer player, very athletic and driven, and my little one, while we don't know what sport or what activities he will really be into besides Bluey right now, he is just a great kid also. Makes everyone laugh and knows no strangers. So all of that said, on my channel, I love to show my life. I like to do cleaning videos, grocery hauls, all that mom life stuff that you see everywhere. That is my channel. So if you guys like that kind of content, be sure and hang around and be ready for more of that to come in 2026. out, buddy. Y'all, it is 4:30. What I tell you, it was going to take me a lot longer than I thought, but it looks so good. So let me give you a quick tour of how the kitchen is looking now, and then we'll be done. All right, so we're going to start over here first. So we have this cabinet right here. Looks a lot better. I haven't been able to put the Tupperware away, and I do still have a dishwasher full of dishes. So this is looking a lot better. I didn't do too much like paring down. I literally think I got rid of like 2 glasses and a couple of plates, but I do like that I have a little spot here for the tops. So that works out nice. This cabinet is still completely empty. So I love having an empty cabinet. This one is pared down immensely. So we just have our daily dishes and bowls. And then we do have this set that my mother-in-law got us that we tend to use for like holidays or special occasions. Otherwise, we just go with these bowls and plates. Then we have our cookie cutters up here. And then I found these are like little silicone pancake shape thingies. So I put those up there. And then I have my holiday cookie containers. I make fresh cookies a lot for in our house. And I just use these holiday ones to store them, like even if it's not the holiday, because it's just easier. And then we have this here. So like you can see, lots of space. This cabinet was such a huge change. So we have everything organized. I even have space down here, which is amazing. I might even just move this medicine basket down here because I have the space now, but it's so nice to see how organized and neat it is. Just such a game changer. All right, this cabinet stayed the same cabinet. I decluttered a lot of this stuff when we moved here a couple years ago. So I just have like my racks, one of my baking sheets, my muffin tins here, and then I do have like 2 other larger baking sheets that I will also now be able to store in here. So that's awesome. And then also I can just actually reach in here, grab things without like having to reach my whole hand in there to dig things out. This cabinet, I need to get Griffin to crawl in here and get the trash, but pretty much this is empty. There's nothing being stored in here now. This cabinet looks great. Everything is nice and neat and organized. I do eventually maybe want to get like some of that stacked storage, like clear stack storage, but these baskets worked out well. It just needed a little bit of decluttering and now it looks a lot better. Okay, so this cabinet over here looks very similar to how it looked before, but I did go through and get rid of some expired spices that we had in here. And I did move all the spices that were there and managed to fit them in these little containers here. I tried to keep ones in the front that I use on a daily basis. You've got your pepper, your salt, Italian seasoning, fennel, and then I use this seasoning a lot. So quick access seasonings in the front, and then I can slide this out if I need to dig for other types of seasonings. If I'm baking cookies, I can get the ginger or the cinnamon or whatever. So those work out in there well. And then you have my pre-workout up here, the 2 canned goods that we have that are up there that have not yet expired, peanut butter, and then just some other grocery items. These 2 spices would not fit on this rack, but I don't reach for poultry seasoning or allspice that often, so I just left them up here. So it just looks a lot neater now. What I think I want to do is measure this and see if I can get a Lazy Susan that will fit in here, and then it can rotate, and then it'll just be easier for me to access things that are like tucked back there. But for now, it looks great. Up here, this cabinet is a little bit different, but I've managed to keep all of our chips up here. I do have some remaining flour that didn't fit in my decanter, but I moved everything, all the chips up here. They have their own containers. I have these chips and then the unemptied bag behind it, so we don't open the unemptied bag. Open the unopened bag, and then just the snacks. So we can just reach up here, grab the snacks. And then we also have spaghetti up here, but that is pretty much what it's looking like now. It looks a lot better, a lot neater. This cabinet right here is a lot cleaner. This was the grossest cabinet, to be honest. I was avoiding doing this one because we have this honey that my father-in-law sent us, but it has made everything in this cabinet very sticky, as well as like having syrup in here. Just everything was getting sticky. So I'm glad I finally knocked this one out. I still don't feel like 100% about the way this actually looks, but I do think it looks a lot better than it did before. So overall, I'm happy with it. Okay, down here we have, guys, this cabinet looks amazing. Like, I managed to get all of our Tupperware in here. Will it stay this neat? I have no idea, but it looks amazing. I also found this little bento box that Phoenix was using for a while, but he never uses now because he's older and there's not enough food that can fit in here, but I can totally pack this for Phoenix or Griffin. So actually we'll use that. So that's exciting. And then I have my lids and my smaller little containers that I use for snacks in there. And then I have a couple of our pots and pans that really I never use over here. They just came in the big set, but they're going to live over here. This cabinet over here is going to be where our pots and pans live. I just went in and organized them a little bit more. I do think this lower one, if I can get one of those pot shelves, they will all slide in here neatly, and then I can move this pot up here. But for now, I just got it so that these are the three that we reach for most of the time. So I grabbed those, and then the ones that we don't use that often, I moved up here. So at least now I can have access to the ones I need, and they can get put back here, and it'll keep it more organized because we're not trying to like dig through them, you know? Okay, so now we have this drawer right here. Guys, we had so much silverware. We actually got gifted, or Derek found some silverware like in a huge bag at like a Goodwill, and he brought it all home. And I was like, we do not need this much silverware. I took some to my sister, and she took like 2 or 3 because it's just her and my nephew. And she was like, I don't need all this silverware. So we brought it back, and I just pared it down. I saw on TikTok, Instagram, one of those, someone saying that you really should try to pare things down to 2 of each for every person in your household. So we just have enough knife, 2 of each, fork, knife, and spoon. And then I did keep Griffin's little spoons, even though he's a little bit too big for this. And then we have. I guess I can't eat these. Yes, I know, but he has pen on his face, so don't mind him. But we do have, like, I did keep the number 9. I need to put that in a sentimental box, but for now it's going to hang here. We have candles for birthdays, and then I ended up having 3 wine openers, and Derek and I don't even really drink wine like that, so I was like, we probably don't need 3. So we went with 1, and then I did keep a bottle opener, and then we have the little stems for the popsicle containers here as well. So this is the part I'm most excited about. This area over here has been amazing. So a couple of updates. We do have this trim here, and then there's some trim on the floor. So we can open our door, but this little like extra lock here does hit this. So Derek is going to come and fix that. I think he's going to try to do something with the trim so that this actually lies flush. Like there's a little gap right here, but I decided to make it work anyways and just put everything in here. So let me give you guys a quick tour. This pot was given to me by Derek's, it was given to me by Derek's family. So I love this. It's very cute. I never had anywhere to display it, so I'm displaying it here now. These are all of our little shot glasses. I decided to display them since we don't really use them. I did get rid of a couple, but I thought these were all super cute. So these are just going to hang up here and just look adorable. Okay, so I pulled the little weekly planner thing down that was still there, but we have 3 of our coffee cups here. They're just very cute. I just picked the ones we like, 1 for me, 1 for Derek, and then I love this coffee cup, so I just put it out. We have my little tea box here, so that is perfect. We have my stainless steel bowls, and then my mixing cups here. So these look perfect. Huh? Okay, I don't know, buddy. Microwave got moved here, which is nice because now it's actually in the kitchen, which is great. And then my cookbook is here. I also had this hook already here, so I just hung our measuring cups. I got rid of all of the other ones. We had so many extras, and it's just not necessary for me to have like a bunch of different ones. The only ones I kept were the stainless steel ones that Derek used for popcorn, but this set is going to be the one that I'm going to keep, and I'm just going to try to make sure that like they get put back on the hook and don't get like separated. So these just hung here, and these are cute, so I feel like they look nice just hanging there. I love this setup here. So I took the Lazy Susan from my corner, and I put all of my flour and sugar and everything on this Lazy Susan, my baking powder or my baking soda, and everything is just sitting here. I love that. We have our cooking utensils over there. I don't know how functional it's going to be to have them there. So those might get moved, but for now they fit under there, so that's where they're going to go. We have our little hot water kettle for boiling water. It is not plugged in right now. I do plan to plug it in, but for now it's just going to hang out here, and then maybe we can just pull it off of here, plug it in, use it, and then put it back where it goes. But that sits here. Here's some of my baking pans that I was telling you guys. Since these are like such a weird shape and so small, and I have this little bit of space here, I figured I would just put these here so I can have my ones for my bread, and then if we're making any like casseroles or anything like that, I have like these bigger pans here, but they fit perfectly. I have our oil here for frying, and then this one has the rest of the brown sugar that I couldn't fit in this container. And then it also has my yeast, baking powder, vanilla, just basically all of my baking essentials are now in this cute little basket. Okay, and the last little corner I wanted to show you guys, so that Lazy Susan that I just showed you used to be here. So I just moved our coffee cups in the corner, moved this, and then maybe I can make this like a cute little vignette. I also might get some of those like little sticky lights to go under here. So there's actually some light there, but who knows? But for now, this works. It's a lot less cluttered. And since this space isn't that functional, I don't need a bunch of stuff back here. So works out great. So that is going to do it. The kitchen is feeling so much better. I'm so glad I went through all of the cabinets and got everything like organized. And I love that there's actually space now for me to put things, and I'm not having to dig through stuff to get to like what I need. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please make sure you thumbs up and subscribe. Join my growing community. I am just loving how this year is going so far, and there's so much more to come in 2026. All that said, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.